start of the innings, which they didn't do the other day. A little bit of confusion on that occasion. Good morning for the first time today, Tina Mawoya.
Morning, Ed. Good morning to all the viewers who have tuned into this telecast. Just talking about the pitch here. Certainly so far, I haven't seen the turn that both sides would have been expecting because of the way this surface looks compared to the pitch that we played on 2 days ago. So the 205 that was required, which ended up being plenty plus, even though we went to the Duckworth-Lewis Stern method to get a result, won't be anywhere near enough today. They've got to look to get to about 300, Zimbabwe, the way we've seen the surface play.
Is that an edge? Yes, it is. They pick up number 4 to Pakistan. Samanaga, could this be his second? It sure is. It looks that way.
Yeah, definite sound. And it will be the 4th. I don't think this has deviated too much on the surface. Really, it's Craig Irvin who's pulling himself leg side of the line of the delivery. And he's looked pretty good for that 18, but he has to go. 68 for 4.
आज जाएंगे यहाँ से 10 बजे निकल जाएंगे उसका काम आगे बढ़ता है 50-60 दिन नहीं मैं रात का वक्त तो मालूम
makes his way out into the middle. Vastly experienced, a real match winner. 144 matches. It's an average of a shade under 37. 700s with his 2150s. And then he's up there because the captain, Craig Irvin, just gets a feather through to the keeper.
Back foot's gone nowhere. It's just the front foot that he's tried to move away to open up to get more room to hit the ball through that offside. But if there's somebody who can pull Zimbabwe out of the mud, it's these two. Zimbabwe's 2 most experienced players in this. Sikandaraza, who saw his exploits with both bat and ball.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tito. It's all... Yeah, thank you very much, Tito. It's all time for the all-important top. The run out between the 2 openers, and then starts, and then wickets that fall. And there's the tail of the fall of wickets.
That's how the wickets have fallen. All in quick succession. Difference between those wickets today and the first game for Zimbabwe was that there was a partnership at the top between Marumani and Gumbi before the run out. But there you go, that's the first one-day international. And look at where the big numbers started to come in. 39 from Raza in 56 and 48 from Garawa in 52. That partnership is what got them a respectable enough total on that surface. You're not going to expect to get a 48 from one of the lower order batters all the time. So extremely important that Raza Williams realized that and put together a proper partnership here.
Some children coming through the gates now. Getting close to schools closing, the holiday is setting in Zimbabwe, so a bit of this week and next week is when we find that we'll have a good population, a good covering of school kids coming into the ground. Lovely to see, good to see some of these world-class players.
Well, it's a special day for one of our camera crewmen today, LT. It's a very happy birthday to one of our crewmen. 52 now, correct? 44. Congratulations and I hope you have a fantastic day. It was interesting in that first one-day international to see how Sikandar Raza played the seamers on a slower surface. Stayed back. It'll be interesting to see on a pitch that looks a little bit quicker today, if that'll be the same ploy that Sikandar Raza will implement. You can see there, he stands quite deep in the crease anyway. At the stance. And in that previous game, didn't move too much from there. 71 for 4.
Yeah, Bennett and Maputa still to come. Garawa definitely has improved his batting, so those three still to come for Zimbabwe. Yeah, things are definitely slowed down here for the home side. These two really well experienced veterans of the game here for Zimbabwe. Sean Williams, this is where he plays a lot of his domestic cricket. He's played all his cricket here for the Tuskers. Both 38. See how long they have in the international game. Sean Williams doesn't play T20 internationals anymore, just ODIs and test matches. Oh, in the air, just a moment.
That one just holding on the surface. He was looking to go a lot straighter, just because it took a little bit longer to get to him. Going a little bit squarer in the air.
Raza's played a couple of seasons now in the PSL in Pakistan, so they'll be very well versed with this side and some of the members of this side and what they have on offer, just like they will also understand that there's elements of game, even though they've played this T20 cricket or franchise cricket in Pakistan, they will understand there's elements of perhaps how they can just break this armory that is presented to them from Raza. Okay. End of the over, 74 for 4.
Diving in and diving out. It's MRF Grace all through. Enjoy the Grace experience. Grace it out on MRF Steel Brace Radio.
बिल सेटल कर लेते हैं
That the run rate has just fallen away a bit. Not as many tall buildings as we saw in the first 10 overs. What's good from a Pakistan perspective, 2 wickets in the first 10, and then into the next power play they picked up another 2. So they really stemmed the run flow, and they've also put a pause to some degree on Zimbabwe here. And that's what happens, really, Tino, from a batting perspective, how you approach the next phase of the game.
Dion Ibrahim, former Zimbabwe international himself, opening batter. Played a lot of internationals. Now the batting coach. Good to see him having those conversations with young Gumbi. On away, coached for a very long time in New Zealand. Now he's come back home.
Yeah, for just a moment, hasn't quite hit the meaty part of the bat. It's high up onto the stickers, no timing. Question for you, Tino. It's interesting you go to Dion Ibrahim and obviously everybody else that's in that coaching staff. How much time do they need as coaches as they come into a new environment, all have different ideas before they settle a different thought or direction as a team?
That's a good question, Ed. I guess really depends on when they come in, what's the schedule like, how much time they have to spend with the players off the field, because I think off the field is really where you get to convince a player about changing a batting technique, if it's that, or their bowling technique and grip, or getting them to buy into the manner in which you want them to play. Look at that, Justin Salmons, former batting coach for the Proteas, now the head coach for Zimbabwe, having a conversation about technique with Dion Myers. I like to see that.
I'm glad we've gone there. Thank you, Mr. Director, and yourself, Tino. And it elevates my next part of part of the question that I asked you. Is it the right time to be going through that now? In the middle of an international right now, do you allow the player to walk away from the game, free his mind up, and then revisit it?
Again, that depends. And I think more so on a player. When you see that shot, you can see that Dion Myers is listening and is buying into what the coach is saying. So that is probably just an alert to the mind. You know what you can think about, Dion? Think about playing that ball in this manner as opposed to what happened. But we'll do the technical work and the throwing of the balls and all that stuff technically in the nets. And probably not tomorrow because we don't have enough time. This is what he's talking about there. Dion Myers has kept himself closed off. And that's why he couldn't get the bat coming down to hit the ball down to long on, which is what he was trying. And quite clearly you could see in that explanation from the batting coach, the team coach, I beg your pardon, was try and get that front foot out the way so that you've got access to the ball.
Yeah. Good work from everybody downstairs. Sort of link that up, and for you back at home to maybe understand how the differences of sides and personnel and coaching techniques and thoughts that go into perhaps learning, readjusting. I prefer to be left alone for a couple of days.
Four. Sean Williams has controlled that beautifully. Got onto him a bit quicker than he thought, but rolled the wrist quite nicely on the point of contact.
First boundary after 7 overs. Yeah, nicely played. Good control, as you said. And also using the pace of the delivery.
Just one ball to go, Ed, before drinks, but we'll come back to this conversation because I like the point you've made. I prefer to be left alone, and that's why in response to your question, is that the right time? I said, It depends on the player.
End of the over. 9 off that over, and with the end of that over, the players will enjoy some drinks at 83 for 4.
They're diving in and diving out. It's MRF Grace all through. Enjoy the Grace experience. Grace it out on MRF Steel Brace Radio.
Fan Code offers you a chance to be the MVP of your squad with the Fan Code.
With the spinner. I'm going to start things off.
Not a bad option from Raza. That one, you can see what he's trying to do. No 45, there's a square leg. He's trying to get it as fine as possible. And I like this tactically from Aga because it forces Raza, if he wants to get that single, to play across the line. That second delivery, you could easily have punched through that gap had square leg not been there. Again, he's kept him on strike for 3 deliveries now. Raza's thinking, where am I going to get that single? And because there's a square leg now just in front, the mid-wicket can go straighter. The gap to long on is closed.
Oh yes, buddy, good ball.
It's actually quite interesting as you said that, because Aga then just moved Abra, who's in mid-off, a lot wider, and he's pushed the ball a little bit wider just to say to Raza, try and maybe hit with the full face of the bat. And that's perhaps a poor delivery there, because the plan was coming together quite nicely there for him. The pressure was building.
You can see the gesture from himself. A bit of frustration at the fact that he didn't get that ball where he wanted it. But you look at it, 5 balls into the over, 1 run, and Williams to face 1 ball in the over. He'll take that.
Just one off that over after drinks. It's 84 for 4. Much warmer day today. A few clouds have started to roll in. But isn't a great chance of rain today. Maybe at the back end of the day. It's just been lingering around, and it will all week. Jamal back into the attack from the airport end. Just prior to the drinks break, we're talking about the different methods of communicating with your players, and I think what we've sort of forgot there was that Dion Ibrahim was talking to Jolet Gumbi, and then Justin Sammons is then talking to Dion Myers, so there's a great deal of hands-on approach to the discussions, and one seemed quite relaxed, the other one was a bit more animated. Heaved, lifted, oh, opportunity, put down, parried all the way for 6.
Well, this was an opportunity. And Kamran Ghulam has just taken a split second too long to realize the trajectory of the ball and get himself where he needs to be to complete the catch. He's still moving back while the ball's getting to him. Amir Jamal is not impressed.
Yeah, nowadays you'd say that's a chance on the boundary. How good these players have become. And also because he gets a hand to it. Big opportunity there for Pakistan. See the back of Raza. Changes to the ODIs from using the balls perspective. After 25 overs, they will start with 2 new balls. And the talk is that perhaps to try and add a different dimension to ODI cricket is that you start with 2 new balls, and then after 25, you pick one delivery that's in slightly better shape to bring the bowlers in to the second half of an ODI. Not fully implemented yet. So you think to yourself now, as a bowler, I can get reverse swing again, can't I? which we've sort of dissipated from the game over the years.
Yeah, certainly. I think the move from the lawmakers at the time was to try and help the bowlers, give the bowlers an opportunity with 2 new balls. But as you say, it then doesn't give those 2 new balls enough time to get scuffed up and to be able to reverse swing the ball. That's why those discussions are going on. It'll be interesting to see how far we'll go with that. 20 gone, 91 for 4.
They're diving in and diving out. It's MRF Grace all through. Enjoy the Grace experience. Grace it out on MRF Steel Brace Radio.
Phantom offers you a chance to be the MVP of your squad with the
38 and 23, the best so far, the partnerships. Down the ground, all the way for 6. Raza getting into his work now.
Yeah, this is good. Calculated from Raza. And he delayed the advance down the wicket so the bowler didn't get to see it. Slight turn of the bat on the point of connection, so didn't quite get all of it, but got enough.
Goes again, straight to the man. I will remind you, an over ago, I said they moved the mid-off a little bit wider. The ego aga, he says, you know what, you hit me for 6, try it again, finds the man, perfect plan comes together.
How many times have we seen Sikandar Raza do this? Hit a 6 and look to go again. The next delivery hasn't worked. Gone for 17. Zimbabwe lose their 5th. It's 97 on the board.
Trouble here for Zimbabwe at 97 for 5, and they've just lost Raza, who was just finding his feet. Debutant in the previous game, 21-year-old Brian Bennett. That's his List A career. Gonna be off the mark. Big wicket here for Pakistan.
Massive wicket for Pakistan. As you say, Ed, the plans come together quite nicely. Not from this over, from the previous one. It's a typical example of even in one day in short format cricket, it can take you an extended period to work out and get out a batsman.
Sure can. And we were just talking about some of these changes to the laws and the use of the deliveries of the balls that are now in ODI cricket, 2 new balls. And maybe it'll be you choose one. I don't know why it continues to happen. These laws start happening, such a regular occurrence where, why can't you make the ball better for longer? Why have 2 new balls? Now you want to remove one and then keep an older one as the 100 comes up.
Variety is the spice of life. It rains for
In your life. It's a conversation that we'll continue to have. And that over, a big wicket. It's 101 for 5.
Well, the bowling plans evolved for the Pakistanis quite quickly. They have the opposition struggling. Decided to bat first. Ahmed Jamal into the attack. Starts off with a short delivery and he's been punished.
Yeah, trademark. Sean Williams picks the length early. Important to keep that down. There was a man on the boundary. Should it be airborne? Only matter found the gap. Nice way to start the over. Restart this innings, this partnership with Bennett.
Yeah, Jeanette set up nicely for the left-hander Williams. Plenty of time. Passed off the back foot. Good running. It's a good start to the over for Zimbabwe.
Yeah, Williams appreciated running of his partner there. It was early from Bennett. Talking there, having a look. Too early, Bennett saying, yes, I'm coming back. Tall man, long stride. Athletic. Got a little bit quieter now. They were warming up the vocals a bit earlier. After a couple of wickets that's fallen. Now it's time to rebuild. Set up a score to defend.
Better line, better length. From Ahmed Jamal. Yeah, judging from the previous game and how he has bowled in this one, seems like Ahmed Jamal is not comfortable bowling to the left-handers. Struggles with good lines and lengths. Very often he offers the left-handers boundary deliveries. He has to raise the level of his game. Again, a Vardish delivery. Only a single this time around.
It's searching for that pot of gold, line and length that can create some pressure on the batters for both games. In all his spells so far, I just feel like he's really struggling with finding the right length more than the right line. Going short on the surface, he'll get punished. That's put him under pressure. Trying to look for the fuller length. It always feels like that's when he goes wide and becomes an opportunity for the batsman to throw their hands, create another scoring opportunity. Not seeing too much consistency from him. I think that's what will disappoint him.
Yeah, what is noticeable when he's bowling around this distance to a left-hander, when he's looking to use that natural angle as he's a slinger, he creates too much of an angle, and that's why he's worked easily on the onside, and then he tries to compensate by trying to take the ball away from the left-hander, offers a lot of room. So this is the aspect he really needs to work hard on. Decent delivery to finish the over. It's 108 for 5 Zimbabwe. Was very good with the bat in the last ODI. That partnership he forced with Sikandar Raza turned out to be a match winner. Another bowling change has been affected by the Pakistani captain. Is the left arm leggy, or should I say a wrist spinner. It was very impressive on his first outing. In an ODI, picked up 3 wickets. Bowled tight lines and lengths.
He was very good indeed for a first game at this level. Very mature in the way that he executed his skills. Didn't show the wrong and too early and too often. Just banked his natural skill set, his bread and butter, wrist spin, turning into the right-hander. There was a variation in pace as well that we saw later on that done a couple of the Zimbabwean batters. So 3 for 24, he'll be full of confidence. Wanting to follow that up with a good performance.
Bit of turn. Not an easy line of length, especially a left arm bowling over the stumps for the right-hander to deal with. Good delivery again. Falls into a nice rhythm straight away, the left armer.
It's not an easy thing to do. It shows you there's confidence. You find often the leg spinners will be a little bit quicker through the air the first over just to find a little line and length. But he's been flighting them up, turning them the first 3. Just sense early on in the innings, Bennett is feeling the pressure here. 3 dot deliveries, a couple of inside edges, squirting to the leg side. He knows that wrong that's coming, the one turning away.
Finally found a way how to deal with the left arm wrist spinner. Fetch the ball from outside the off stump. And that is a danger line.
That's a good option. Very good option. Against the turn. Gotta rotate the strike. It's good spin bowlers.
If you can't read the wrist spinner, resort to reverse sweep or the slot sweep. That can be upsetting. It's 1-1, 1 for 5.
Fan Code offers you a chance to be the MVP of your squad with the Fan Code referral program. Tap, invite and earn, get your unique code. Share it with your squad. Get them to join the action and earn exciting rewards. The more
Another bowling change, wrong by the Pakistani captain, brought back. Right arm leg spinner. He's looking to wrap up this innings quickly. Rizwan. He's aware of the fact that partnership down the order really came and haunt them in the first ODI.
It's definitely a conversation that would have taken place over the last day or two. Zimbabwe in a very similar position, and then unexpectedly Richard Mavara put them under pressure. His keeper wasn't happy the way Garden's skill sets were executed. And Hazard Mahmood gave a comment on that this morning in his pre-match interview. That he said they just relaxed a little bit, didn't stick to the game plan like they should have. It's a nice thing about a tour like this, you get an opportunity to correct it straight away.
Apologies, it's Simon Yu. Thought it was Rizwan. Plenty of options for the Pakistani captain in this lineup. His style of bowling is suited on a surface like this, making sure the fielders are in the right position. Rizwan.
Something I'm picking up in our India microphones is But Rizwan, the skipper, was a lot more vocal today than he was a couple of days ago in this period. Really trying to get his fielders involved, making sure they're on the single, paying a lot of attention to the angles, create some dot balls. Not this time, it's found the gap. Should be easy 2 runs for Bennett. Zimbabwe 118 for 5 after 24.
Battle for cricketing pride. 2 tests, 1 epic rivalry. West Indies versus Bangladesh. Only on Fan Code.
The small little partnership is growing. It's 23 deliveries. Good to see youngsters flocking in and enjoying a bit of cricket.
Imagine that conversation, the teacher saying, "You're allowed to cricket, you go to cricket only if you've done your homework."
Maybe it's a scoring sheet.
It's either that or the young man has figured out that I can stay longer at the cricket if I bring my homework with. Then I don't have to go home at 2 o'clock to go do my homework. So well done to the young man. It's not a scorecard. Good spelling bees going on there.
There is protection. So what would you call it? Would you call it homework or groundwork?
You need to do both, I suppose, for the groundwork to get the homework done.
Well, good work being done by these 2 batters. Handling the pressure quite well. Going on with the job quietly. He's not comfortable. Is not comfortable, Bennett, whenever the left armer has bowled in that line.
Should look at to the offside. Akram's finding the inside edge of Bennett's bat. Maybe better suited looking to the leg side. Something like that. I think that angle with a turn will work a little bit better. Bennett's playing with fire here. Looking to the offside with the ball turning in to that gap between bat and pad can get him into trouble.
For the first time, bowled a wrong arm. And he was lucky to get away. 119 for 5. It was left arm wrist spinner. Fielded that one. And how about this one? He's been anticipating a wrong run for a long time. And when it arrived, he was not ready for it.
Yes, buddy. He's a guy. Yes, how much?
sheepish look. Post delivery said it all. Going the wrong direction, making room to the leg side, and it was the one he was waiting for.
Good morning, good morning.
They're doing it nicely, but yes, he's eaten up quite a few deliveries. That is the requirement of the situation at the moment. He has to help Sean Williams. He should be feeling good now about his batting, the rhythm, and the timing. That's close, that is close, given. Just saying that Williams was rebuilding with Bennett. He needed Bennett to help him out. He's going to leave it to Bennett. It's the first wicket. So Mayu, first glance I thought, was this outside off stump? That's what Williams was hoping for. But that replay shows us that it was a good call by the umpire. Sean Williams has to go back for 31. Zimbabwe 121 for 6. Brendan Mavuta is the new man in, replacing Sean Williams, who's been picked up by Saim Ayub. Has some promise with the bat. Well, not the first time he's been dismissed, taking that option of reverse sweep. He thought there was a scratch. The delivery was too full. Gone for a reverse sweep. Made a mistake. Had to pay for it. Successful over from Saim Ayub. It's 122 for 6 Zimbabwe. Yeah, a few starts for the batters. They're not able to convert those into something notable or substantial. And Zimbabwe is struggling at the moment. Looks a different captain, Rizwan, this time around. Thinking of wickets. Got a slip in place. And a short leg. Slightly deepish.
And point dropping to the boundary just to provide some extra protection, but I think it's all about the slip and the short leg. Supporting Faisal. This one has seemed a lot more engaged for me today. Nice that he maybe went away and instead of thinking what others could have done better, he's probably looked at himself and said, how could I have led the team better when we were on the back foot? Certainly come out today with the game plan, engaging, talking, encouraging.
There's more animated and more vocal today. urging his players to stay with the game, making sure they don't go complacent.
Bennett turning to the sweep again. Just going back to Rizwan, being a keeper and captain at Euro sometimes can cause you to be a little bit quiet because mentally you're thinking about bowling changes and game plans and you forget to play that vocal part and encouraging. Just a little inside edge there. And sometimes you can't just be too vocal and just chat and then forget about your job as captain. The bowling sequence is creating pressure with your bowling changes. So far today, I've got to say, I think he's got that balance spot on.
Yeah, when you get the best seat in the house as a wicketkeeper right behind the stumps, it makes the job easier. You're in a better position to make the right calls at the right times. Yeah, the fielder at short leg making sure he's well protected.
And Pakistan came out today, Ahmed, opening the bowling, so they also did some homework, thinking on the surface. Let's turn to more spin from the get-go. That just broke the rhythm for the Zimbabwean batters, and it's been changes to regular effect. That's been brilliant again. Faisal's been dangerous. I'm soon getting his first wicket for Pakistan. So those decisions have been supported with the bowlers executing their skills really, really good today.
And the bowlers have responded well to the captain's call.
He has not picked it. You can see there's a wry smile there. He's enjoyed that. That's Faisal Akram.
He has challenged every batter. Faisal Akram, very impressive. It's 125 for 6.
They are chasing glory once again. They are determined to prove it was no fluke. They're here to defend their title. They just want to keep their momentum alive.
Need a big partnership here to get there. It's not going to be easy because there is another bowling change effective. This time around, yes, it is a block.
More marshalling of the troops. Rizwan, once again proactive. It's a 45, maybe a straighter line from his bowler. The extra man on the leg side. Just to tap the player to the stumps. Mavuta.
Now he has realized, Rizwan, that it's going to be very difficult for Mavuta to work the ball through square on the offside. That's why he has removed that fielder and put it at short fine leg. Realizing the only option for Mavuta to score runs is sweep. So there is a bit of protection for the leggy. Very edgy and nervy. dropped out there in the middle. Playing every ball anxiously. Asking, and the umpire has responded to Abrar. Seventh gone down.
It's just a moment ago where I mentioned that Ruzon would want Ahmed to attack the stumps, try and hit the pads of Brendan Mavuta, and he has delivered. Waited till the last ball of the over, shoot it through a little bit quicker, use the surface. And it was the pace that had done Mavuta. No answer. Good delivery, flatter, skid through, no attempt to turn it. No answer from Mavuta. He knew he was in trouble. Going to go back for 3 runs. Zimbabwe 125 for 7.
Sprint to see about 40 overs to come. 40 overs plus of sprint today. That looks good. Umpire immediately says no. Probably just turning a little too much. Player looking for the deliveries, turning away from him. Loud cheers from the Zimbabwe supporters, saying that Ava gets himself off the mark. For innings, the first ODI. Took a barrage of short bowling from Harris Ralph, in particular, Garawa. Negotiated well. Eventually started playing some really nice strokes. Today, I don't think we'll be seeing too much of the pace bowlers bowling at him the way the spinners have gone. 2 to Ibrahim Ahmed, 3 to Aliaga, and 1 to Ayu. Great returns for the spinners so far. 128 for 7.
struggled these first couple of matches. These kinds of surfaces, the ones that have been successful, spin bowlers. The bra continues down the leg side, looking to play the fine sweep, only because of the length of the ball. He looks to be settling into the work ahead of him. You see that with Brian Bennett. Some difficulties, particularly with Khalil Akram down, wrist spinner. Slip into Bennett. It's the googly. Here for a while. Ahmed not able to stop that. Down to the one for the single. We didn't carry to Abra. Just a little excitement. Balled him. That is such a good delivery. Because he's brought the middle fielder up just a little bit closer and given the ball a lot of air, tempting the batter. That is a legitimate delivery. But he's deceived Richard Garava. Encouraged that big shot, gone past the inside edge. Garava's gone for 2. 132 for 8.